Hello and welcome. So this is another replay from the Aggony tournament. This RTK Majutsu and RTK Vim versus Total War Rebel, Jolly Jelly and Total War Rebel Tajl. Majutsu playing as the Franks, Vim playing as the Langobards, and Jolly Jelly is the Alans and Tajl the Sassanids. Let's see what happens. So it's two matches in the series. Can either finish 2-0 to someone or 1-1, depending on which way it goes. So Franks and Langobards, pretty good combination. Langobards widely regarded as the best team faction that there is in the game. Sassanids and Alans. Now Sassanids, I'm not so sure about those, but the Alans have got this crazily good cav, which is the Alan Noble. So looking at this, Magi has gone cav heavy, which means that Vim probably hasn't got that much. Not a single melee unit there. Let's have a look at the setup. So yeah, Magi 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, Sacra. Francisca. 2 Germanic Lancers, 1 Noble Germanic. 2 Anostriones Cavalry Guard, and over on the left, 2 Sacra Francisca and 2 more Anostriones Cavalry Guard, and the general being Frankish General, Germanic Crossbowman, and 2 Germanic Archers. Vim, as we surmise, is taking mainly infantry. 1, 2, 3, 4 Slayers. 1, 2, 6 Scaled Clubmen. 1, 2, 3, 4 Germanic Archers. And over on this side, 2 All Slayers with 3 Noble Germanic Cav, and this general being the redoubtable Chieftain. Let's have a look at TWR. So over on the left here they've got 2 Push-to-Gan Cataphracts, 2 Griv Panvar Cataphracts. Guess it's the same over on that side. Yep, so a mirror image on that side, with 3 Armenian Slingers at the front, 4 Germanic Hurlers, Persian Levy, and 3 Elite Agathorasi, and 1 Elite Dynamite Infantry at the back there. 1, 2, 3, 4 Noble Alani, 2 Noble Germanic, Alani General, 1 Elite Savaran Cavalry, and 1 Sparbad. So the missile fight has started, and I think Vim realised that a few of his units here will get overshot by the Slinger's fire. So it is largely all about firing those arrows, firing those slingers at the start here. No one's making any bold moves. Not much damage occurring. A few Germanic archers have died. A couple of slingers, but nothing much at all. The Germanic hurlers are more vulnerable. These Armenian slingers have great big shields.
They want to fight.
Let's have a look at those if we can. There we go. These are pretty good at resisting large fire. Sorry about the camera action there, as usual. Lost control. It looks like RTK are pushing on their left flank. TWR pulling back. The Germanic Lance is taking a bit of damage now. Really don't want to lose too many cavalry at this point, because cavalry is king in this game. Said it before. It's so important. Not, you've got to use it well to win. It's not like if you bring tons of cav, you're guaranteed to win. If you use it well, you've got to use your advantage. So he's targeting the Orslayers and the club, and I think mainly the Orslayers there with his missile units, and that's 11 cav after that unit gone, which is, TWR will be very happy with that. They seem to be getting the best out of the initial engagement. So it's a bit of a stalemate at the moment. No one really wants to go in for a full attack. There's no pikes on the field, so it's very difficult for anyone to cordon off a complete area, apart from with their own cav. And I'd say the cav is fairly even, so TWR got some great shot cav, but also they've got the Noble Alani cav, which is down there in the centre and on the left, and that's the king of cav in this game at the moment, Noble Alani. Whereas RTK, they've got the Noble German, which are okay, they're pretty good, and quite a few good lancers, shot cavalry. What they have got is these guys, the Orslayers. If they can get in the cav fight, they will just start tearing the opponent's cav apart. Vulnerable if charged. But if it all goes in a bit of a ball and some of those guys involved in it, well, sayonara enemy cav. And these clubmen, these are scaled clubmen, they're quite a tanky unit. They can take a lot of punishment. They're not overly threatened by these slingers here. This looks like a bit of a charge for the centre here from the cataphracts. Maybe hoping to get some damage on the scale clubman. And again, Germanic Lancers just coming under a bit of fire. It's definitely quite a push here coming from TWR team. It looks like they're going into the scale clubman, but then deciding that the risk of losing all those cataphracts was not worth it. RTK responding with some noble Germanic horsemen. Cat and mouse. It's a great little battle. Great little piece of chess. Now then. This looks like he's going to, but he's pulled out again. Maybe this time, with all the support cav coming in and infantry, he's deciding it's time, and he's caught. He's caught the slingers. There we go. So this support from the missiles is not there for RTK at the moment. Let's start the route. This is a good charge over on this side. Getting in on the slingers. But the cav are countering the Noble Alani. And we have cav charges going off all through the centre here. There's some more slaves running. And it's definitely not what RTK need. We've got two on one over on this side. no, they're taking a beating the Strione's cavalry guard. Another unit of horse slayers taking a running jump.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
So this could be bad for RTK. 3 units of cavalry just destroyed RTK's 1 unit. The missiles are coming up now. It's a risky move by the Frankish general. Looks like he thought better of it. And over on this side, well, RTK look to have the advantage to me. I say that, and it's RTK's units that are fleeing. And the missile units from RTK have started to get in on the action now.
Enemy units have rallied and returned to the battle.
That's another good charge, hitting the. But this is the general. You do not want him to get caught by enemy cav, and this disaster is going to be pulling out, taking great damage. Look at that. That is definitely not. And if he does pull out further, he's just exposing his archers.
Our men are breaking
So he's
up.
got to fight on, even though it's not an ideal situation. This might help a lot. A couple of cav getting free. And it looks as though, on the far side there, as though RTK are getting better. There goes the Frankish general. This could see a collapse of the Frankish forces. Doesn't seem to be a huge amount. There's this guy in the back. He's hitting the spar bed. And again, that is what is needed by RTK to equal out the loss of generals. And there goes the spar bed. He's died. As could see the fleeing of many a Sassanid unit. This cav did get in on the archers, but I think he will die. As TWR are winning this flank now, pushing through, but RTK, the flank where I thought they were struggling, have mopped up. There's 1 unit of cataphracts left. Redoubtable chieftains in good health. And the Aggony general is nowhere near his troops. He's not supporting them at all. So TWR's infantry is very strong. They are vulnerable to archer fire. RTK have a lot of tanky infantry left. And crucially, missile wise, RTK now have a huge advantage. And look at this. The reserves are coming in. Some more slayers and 3 units of cav.
Enemy units have returned to the battle.
The Aggony general just taking a bit of fire.
This is a shameful display.
If I was RTK, I would actually be concentrating on these elite Farishi units now. I suppose they view the cav as the only one that can catch their archers though. That's probably why they're focusing those. And he is knocking the unit down. This Germanic Earl has really just much of a chance, and so we've got quite a blob in the centre which I would say it favours
Gain the upper hand.
RTK. The general is still very strong. These units fleeing there quite early. That's not good for TWR. It's only 19 troops in that unit. And a rear charge. That could well seal it. There we go. Germanic Airless. We have a mass rout. Still fighting on. Nothing's routing. Good game. Good game. Woo! So, it was fairly close. I mean, Vim had a lot of units left. Those archers were all strong at the end. And quite a few infantry left. Majutsu, he had his cav that was still pretty strong. And again, the missile units. And if we look at Jelly, his infantry did pretty well. His cav didn't pay off. And Tajl, his cav got some nice kills, a few of the units anyway, but too many didn't. Really didn't. The Armenian slingers, underwhelming. Big kills for Majutsu was, as you would hope, some of his cav units. A couple didn't do great, but and for Vim, everyone performed across the board, but those archers, they were racking up kills at the end, and the noble Germanic horsemen there, great. Well played to RTK, 1-0 up.